What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 79. Today was week 13, day 7, the last lifting day of week 13. I did my deadlifts today, full back day. I had a comp single at 440 or 200 kilos for obviously single. And I decided I'm gonna take a different approach to singles since I'm only doing really one top single, and instead of just jamming more at that weight, I'm just gonna take lighter jumps when I get to my, working weight for that. And so I decided to take 180, 190, and then 200 kilograms. So I kind of get like three singles and not have to do more than that. So here's 180, 190. They all moved pretty well. I'm very happy with how they moved. They were all very easy. Just held it at the top for a little extra grip work. Um, so I'm very ecstatic with how deadlifts are moving right now, and I'm very happy with it. Here's my top set of five with pause deadlifts. I believe this was 352 or I think like 155 kilos. Moved pretty well. I've made it a point to keep chalking my hands when I do these just to make sure the grip is there. I probably didn't need to chalk it before every lift because I think that it is also just deteriorating my hands if I chalk too much. So I just need to maybe chalk once or twice instead of four times. But I think that as far as deadlifts and bench go, I do have chalk, so I will likely keep doing that as much as I have it. I probably need to get more soon, but very good, very very good because my I use mixed grip, and so it's a little bit rough sometimes to keep that grip when you start to get towards maximal weight. But as far as the workout went, very very good. Keeping good trends going with my technique as well as the strategies I have implemented on this day. I did this RDL set, went up about 2.5 kilos from last week. So from 280.5 to 286. And I think I matched the amount of reps I got last week. I think I might have gotten one more. I think I got 14 here instead of 13, which I did last week. Took a little bit of a bigger jump on the Yates. I did 198 and I think I did 187 last week just to kind of line up the even numbers so I don't have to chip both of them at different times. A little bit of a neurotic thing, but overall, very, very happy. This hinge felt great. Like I felt super locked into my hinge here, directly hamstrings. I'm liking these Yates rows more. I think that I'm starting to feel where they need to be and really just being able to drive uh, my upper back in the bar where it needs to be here. And I do think these will fare well for my upper back. Obviously, only doing one set just to spare some of the fatigue and then moving to like this Arsenal strength chest supported row, which I'm feeling really, really strong through my upper back. My other day, obviously, I switched from doing Cybex chest supported to just doing Kelsos, and man, I'm already feeling thick, and my scapular retraction feels very good. And I'm like working on not driving my elbows back that far, like super super far. It's obviously still tracking behind my torso, but as far as it goes, man, I'm feeling beefy in the upper back, very beefy, which is good. I'm gonna start tapering off some volume here on these because I feel like I'm probably doing too many sets. I did two sets there. I did three sets here, which are probably cut off one here and then one of my pull down sets from my first day, especially because, lats have a lot of the same tracking volume. You can't really isolate your lats, so doing two pull downs or pull down in a row, it's like you're kind of beating your lats up a lot. And I feel like I could probably just tack off two sets on each of my workouts, or one set each of my workouts, two sets weekly, and probably get like a little bit of better of a recovery on my lats, which I feel like maybe is lacking from session to session. And then just go a little bit harder, on these. Quite liking these Dorian Yates underhand rows. I haven't done a lot of rowing underhand in my career of lifting, but I quite like these, just dragging my elbows to the side, maybe a little bit past torso, and feeling a pretty good deep lat contraction, which is what you want from a row here. Not much range of motion as you can see, but feeling really really good and confident about this. I'm really also liking how my biceps are coming along. I've kind of simplified my bicep training a little bit. I'm doing a little bit of preacher, a lot of preacher actually, and some cable curls, and that's pretty much it. Um, Historically, I've always had weaker biceps, and they've been harder to grow. So really stabilizing the movement has been very good for me. And I think that I'm getting very good consistent growth, especially with something like a prime preacher where you can adjust the resistance curve is very nice for me. So on this day, I literally just do only prime preacher and just eliminate the need for any other exercises by just changing the resistance curve, from middle peg to the top, which is going to go from, I think it's shortened lengthened. Obviously, it's still preacher, but um, it feels really good. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe. I will see you on the 26th for week 14 and my bench day. Thanks for watching.